Good evening. This is Al Goldstein at Midnight Blue at the High Tech Studios. I really hope you're going to show people our new, what do you call it? Teleprompter. This is, you see, a lot of times I really stink because this is top of the head kind of stuff. We have no equipment. We have a little camera here that costs $9.95 in a studio that we rent for $19.95 with a staff that are apprentices that don't get paid. Gruber's holding his stomach, but he has to hold his hand up very high. I mean, this is not the setting for really high class work, and it's cable. You don't want quality work. Lenny, is a spastic. We get him cheap because his epileptic fits. We make deductions. The more he shakes the camera, the less I pay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. When he pisses, he misses too. But anyway, I have this thing up here. It says, suppose. Okay, this is a quote from Mark Twain. And what it says is, suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress. But I repeat myself. And it's a great quote, because I hate Congress. And this idea of their censorship now, or attempted censorship of the computer, what is it called? The internet and all this magical shit. The point of technology is to make things better, not to bring the primitive, superstitious values of what preceded it along. That would be like having a jet airplane but putting it on wheels and having it stay on the ground. There's no growth. So here we have computers, new technology, and these idiot senators and congressmen are bringing along the frightened, lame-brained theory of censorship, of trying to curb points of view, of trying to silence the Hyde Park that we all want, the diversity of opinion. And I must tell you, I'm amazed that the heroes in all of this are Time Life. I can't believe it. The people who censor Midnight Blue by making us submit the show a week in advance, I now am beginning to feel that they really don't want to do it, but that's part of the law that they have to follow, because they're being the courageous ones who are standing up to mind control. So this is a very schizophrenic editorial, because I'm so used to having my knee-jerk attack at Manhattan Cable and Time Warner, and yet they are the voices of sanity. So this is not a fuck you to Levin and what's the name of Aurelio. This is not the usual fuck you to you people, though you should leave my show alone. This is a fuck you to all the low-class senators, Dole, all these people who are so afraid of freedom and sex. You're a bunch of superstitious, drum-thumping retards. Who's this guy, Ecker? I forget the guy, Exxon. From Mississippi. What do you expect? He doesn't know what his pecker is. The man pisses all over the place because he won't touch his dick. And Dole, you're from Kansas, where I was on trial. I would expect you to be gutless. Politicians, you are the lowlifes of all time. I loathe you. I hate you. I don't respect you. I spit in your face. And it's time for the Mark Twain quote again, as a coda, as an ending, as a bookend to my point of view, which is, suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself, fuck you, Congress.
Instead of attacking the programmers, Senator James Exon's amendment will turn the cable companies into programming watchdogs.
I do not want to be a censor, but I think that society may sometimes be sowing the seeds of its own destruction.
Hey, nice toupee, dickwad.